Hey there guys, it's Quita. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. On this video, we'll be doing a faith plan with me for the week. It normally goes up on Thursday, but I decided to film it today so that way I can make sure that I'm keeping up with my schedule. Plus I need to do it anyways. And so that's what we're doing today. We're doing a faith plan with me and I'm going to be using the new Be Happy Box Mega Book. So I'm super excited to do a spread with this just like I promised you guys. And so hopefully you will stick around for that and you will consider subscribing if you're new here, and also giving me a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. Also guys, turn on that notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in this plan with me. If you want to see that, then stick around. Alright guys, so I'm going to be using this gorgeous sticker book. If you saw my flip through earlier, you already know how this looks and how much I adore it. And so I'm going to be using that in my faith planning spread this week. I'm also going to be using some other elements from the Be Happy box and various other sticker books, which of course you'll see throughout the video. So you know how I roll. I don't talk through this part of the process. I just fast forward through it just so you can see the decoration of the spread. Then I come back at the end for those newbies and I talk you through my thought process and how I faith plan, a little bit about how I faith plan. So let's go ahead and get started right away, and because I'm just so excited, and again I'll come back at the end. All right, guys, so I have completed the spread and I have put it all in my planner. And I have to say, guys, that I really love the Be Happy Box color scheme. It's so pretty all together, right? And so I'm gonna go ahead and talk you through how I use each section, but I just love the copper and the blue and the teal and the pink. It's just gorgeous. You got to see it in person. So just to kind of go through a little bit of about how I use it. So as you know, it is a 2019 planner. So I did have to redate the top. Starting in January, I won't have to do that, which I'm super excited about. And so that's what I do first. And then I do use this page as is. It is the SOAP method, scripture, observation, application, and then prayer is actually on this page right here. And so that is the SOAP method. So I do use those just as is. Then on the sidebar here, I just like to track scriptures that I need to do further research on. So when I write in the scripture here at the top and I put the keyword and all the observation and everything down, and I feel like that I just need to dig deeper, which is most likely the case, then I like to write in that scripture over here, just a little something over here, just so I can take note that I need to do further research on that scripture. So since we are going into 2019, I want to start writing down some spiritual goals. So I decided to put this little sticky note here, so that way I can go ahead and just start writing in some goals. And I can be looking at this constantly so I can be gearing myself up to achieve those goals. So I love how this turned out. Love all the little touches of flowers, the little sprinkles, and everything is just so cute. So that is how I use my weekly spread. Then when we move to the next page, I use this page for our Sunday meeting. During our Sunday meeting, we have a public talk. That is what that PT stands for. Then we have a Watchtower study. So we study out of a magazine. And so that is what I put here in this spot. I love the watercolor little splotches here. They're so pretty. And then I decided to put the checklist down there just for decoration, not necessarily for function, because I don't typically write out a point on each line. I just write out a blurb about what I got from that talk that the brother gives. And then also I like to contribute during the second half of that meeting, which is the magazine study. So I like to write in what I want to bring out. And even if I don't participate, I still like to write it in just so I can see what I got from that magazine and what I can meditate on later. So that's what I do there. Then I like to put in a little sheet here. I've never used a half sheet before in this capacity. Normally I use a full page because I do have a lot of notes that I typically write out, but I just thought this was so pretty and it goes with the whole color scheme. So I use this for my personal study, and that is what the P stands for. And so that is completely outside. Like I always say, outside of any of this stuff, this is just something that I want to research and study on my own. And it can also be from the little scriptures here that I need to do further research on. So it's just whatever topic I pick or whatever book I want to read or whatever, you know, whatever the case may be. So I love having that little half sheet there. And then this next page, I got a little flake of copper from one of the letters on the page. The next page here is for our congregation Bible study. That's why it says CBS. And I think it's just such a pretty page. So I just added a little sticker here and a little flower there. And this is a part of my Tuesday meeting, which is what this and this section is for. And also that's it. And so I love having this in here so that I can do the same thing. I can write notes and I can see if I want to participate during that meeting, which I normally do. So I like to have some points written out as far as what I got from that Bible study. We are reading Jesus, the Way, the Truth, the Life book. And so, of course, there are paragraphs within that book. And so I like to kind of just jot down some notes of what I got from it that, again, I want to pray about or meditate on. Next section, this also goes with the same meeting, which is on Tuesday for us. And during this part of the meeting, we actually have a set of scriptures that we go over. And during that time, we pull out gems. It's called Digging for Spiritual Gems. And so there's a set of scriptures that we go through, and then there's questions that go along with it, which I typically write in this box, and then I'll write in a little blurb about the scripture, what I got from it, and I can participate during that meeting as well. I do keep this section as is, which is the daily action tracker. So reading, prayer, gratitude is going to stay as is for this go around. And then at the bottom is the next part of those meetings. And so I think I'm going to split it up. I was thinking about trying to do family worship, but I don't think this is a big enough spot for family worship. I think I'm going to do this as the Digging for Spiritual Gems, which is a part of this same time frame. It's just that this is a talk given by someone, and this is a question and answer. So I think I'm going to put that there. And then this last section here is going to be living as Christians. So I'm going to go ahead and write that in. So I just put digging and living, and I don't necessarily like my handwriting, but whatever, it's done. I didn't really, I layered too many stickers, I think, and so I felt like all the bumps and stuff when I was writing, which is okay, because I'm just really looking at it. I'm showing this to you for this time, but I rarely ever post after the pins of this. And plus, it's just for my spirituality and to increase my knowledge and you know, as a form of worship. So it doesn't have to be completely neat. So I love everything, right? Isn't it so beautiful with that just little pop of copper there? I just think it's just really, really gorgeous. So I'm looking forward to using this for next week. As you guys know, I am always a week in advance, and I have been really, really enjoying it, and I've been feeling like I've been just a little bit ahead of the game. So I'm excited to use this next week. So make sure you guys pick your Be Happy box up. I know some people weren't able to get the last one and they were really bummed about it. So again, December 15th, 6 a.m., the Be Happy box will be available, and Happy Planner is offering a 20% off code. So make sure to set your alarm clock, do what you got to do so that you can get this Be Happy box, because it's stunning, just gorgeous. You're gonna love it. So that's it for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you got a little bit of inspiration out of it, and you found maybe something that you want to use in your planner, and you will give me a thumbs up on this video, and also consider subscribing to my channel. So there will be lots more planning coming in 2019, including faith planning. So hopefully you will catch me on the next faith plan with me, in which case I'll see you then.